What's up, guys? This is that GK player. This is my first ever video on this channel, so I want to make it with what my name stands for, GK being Gravekeepers. I want to show you guys my Gravekeeper deck. Now, this is version 1 of my Gravekeepers, and basically what I want to bring this series to is like this Gravekeeper deck series. Is that I'm gonna keep on updating it every time I win a new tournament. Now, you might be asking, how many times do you go to a tournament? Well, I just heard about a store that's pretty close, but not as close as my other locals. Just my first locals, they didn't have a tournament weekly. Now this one, they have a tournament every Saturday. So maybe if I start winning consistently, then I'll consider updating the deck quite frequently. But let's get on with it. So of course you run with the most common engine in GKs, and that is 3 commandants and 3 spies. Now, what I do with commandant is that if I grab one in my opening hand and I don't have Negro Valley, then I'll use his effect. But aside from that, I would normally target him with Recruiter's effect to special summon him and then get a 2100 beater on the field. And then Gravekeeper Spy is normally, if I have a Recruiter in my hand, same works. If I had a Descendant, I would grab another one. So let's say I had Descendant, flip Spy, and then grab Recruiter, and then summon the Descendant next turn, drop the Recruiter, bring another Recruiter, and until I wipe out their field, and then bring out the Commandant to just direct attack for 4100. So that's basically the combo. Now I run something that people don't agree with. Some people like this, some people don't. Me personally, I like 2 Descendants in my deck. Now I don't want to say it's a bad draw if I draw into him, but I would much rather draw into my other pieces. I do play 3 Recruiters, one of the most obvious cards to run in this deck. It makes your deck live consistently. I don't play Wand, but if I did have it, I would play it. But I like the 3 Recruiters without the Wand. Now, since I don't play Wand, I do play 2 targets for lure. So either they get allured, or it just depends on what I need. Either I grab a Commandant with the Recruiter's effect, or I grab an Assailant. So, and then I play 2 Effect Veilers. For the March 1st ban list, 2 Effect Veiler was much needed. I do also feel that 2 Effect Veilers is going to be needed for the new format that's coming up on September 1st, because gadgets are going to be pretty big now. And as soon as you negate the activation of the first gadget, then it's basically like they got stopped basically. Then I want the Gale. Gale's my basic need for tuning. I don't use Effect Veiler as much as I use Gale. And then of course Malefic Stardust. So I'm gonna run down the spells. I'm not gonna explain them that much because they're pretty simple. But yeah, I run 2 Necro Valley, pretty simple. 2 Royal Tributes to get your first Royal Tribute first hand. That's pretty much like against Chaos Dragon, it messes them up, especially if you had that play. 2 Stills to recycle. 2 Pot of Dualities, because I'm setting this deck up for the next format. Normally I would run 3, but now since it got semi-limited, I only run 2. Allure of Darkness. 2 MSTs, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, and Heavy Storm. So that's the spell lineup. And then trap lineup, it's pretty small, but it gets the job done. 2 Compulse, 1 Torrential, and 1 Mirror Force. I like running 1 Torrential and 1 Mirror Force because it forces me to use them wisely and not just use them as they summon out a tour guide and then they get their Sangan, Torrential. No. It forces me to use them wisely. 2 Fiendish Chains and 2 Huge Revolution is over. There's my personal tag instead of running Starlight Road because I only have 1 Stardust. So I use it normally on Malefic. So 2 Huge Revolution is over. It's pretty good. 1 Dimensional Prison. Again, it forces me to use them smartly. Smart, not smartly. My bad. Dark Bribe. It's basically a Huge Revolution is over, just a little bit better. Now I'm gonna show you guys the extra deck. It's pretty well built. I like my extra deck a lot. The only thing is it's not complete. It's 14, I think. So you run 1 Zen Mains, 1 Leviathan, 1 Granosaurus. It's supposed to be a Leviair or a Giga Brilliant, but I only have Granosaurus for now. 2 Utopias, 1 Gemini Pearl, 1 Butterfly Assassin, if you guys know that joke. 1 Scrap Archfiend. It's a beater. It runs over Gores. Actually, it kamikazes with Gores, but that's why I run it. 1 Black Rose. Nuke the field. Stardust. It's pretty good. Normally, I would just banish it for Malefic. And then, of course, Chimera's deck. Even though I don't run Cyber Dragon in the main, I really don't need much extra deck space. But side deck, 1 Cyber Dragon, 2 Pachycephalos, the 3rd Effect Veiler, Grand Mole, DD Curl, Econ, and then my personal tag for a side deck choice, Soul Release. I used to play in GB format and Teledad, so this card was really good back then. So, yep. The 3rd MSC, Hand Destruction, Book of Moon, 2 Dust Tornadoes, in case I play a matchup. Royal Prison is another good tech choice that I run. And of course, Rivalry of Warlords. So that's basically my first video. It's pretty long, but I explained a lot of combos and how I play the deck. So please subscribe. There's going to be basically daily uploads and weekly updates. So that's basically my channel in a nutshell. And yeah, this is that GK Player signing out.